Bonjour et bienvenue sur Speak French avec moi. Je suis Séverine, votre professeure de français. Hi and welcome to Speak French avec moi. I'm Séverine and I am your French teacher. Aujourd'hui, nous allons réviser comment dire mieux ou meilleur, mal et mauvais. Today, we're going to review the lesson about bad and better in French. Why? Because in French, we have two ways to say bad, mal ou mauvais, and two ways to say better, mieux ou meilleur. Of course, it's better if you have time to review the two episodes dedicated to these topics. Bien sûr, c'est mieux si vous révisez les épisodes consacrés à ce sujet. Et bien sûr, vous avez la transcription sur mon site www.speakfrenchavecmoi.com. And as usual, you have the transcript on my website www.speakfrenchavecmoi.com. I know this podcast is dedicated to beginners and travelers, but sometimes we do have to work on more challenging topics. And this topic is challenging because, as you know, I'm a full-time French as a foreign language teacher, and I know it's a real struggle for all of you. Alors, comment on va faire? How are we going to work that out? Je vais dire des phrases en anglais et vous allez les traduire en français. I'm going to say sentences in English and you'll translate them in French. Of course, if you don't know the vocab, that's fine. The focus is actually on using either mauvais, mal, mieux ou meilleur. D'accord? Alors, on commence avec better in French. Comment faire la différence en français? How to make the difference in French? Remember that better in French can be mieux ou meilleur. How do you know the difference? Mieux is when you mean that things are going more well. Meilleur is when you want to say that things are more good. Mieux is an adverb. Meilleur is an adjective. Okay? So let's recap. You use mieux for well and meilleur for good. Prêt? Allez, on y va. La première phrase. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. Oui, je vais mieux ou je me sens mieux. I'm feeling better. Je vais mieux ou je me sens mieux. I can see better. I can see better. Je peux mieux voir. Je peux mieux voir. Bravo. This bedroom is better. This bedroom is better. Cette chambre est meilleure. Cette chambre est meilleure. Pourquoi? Parce que meilleur est le superlatif de bon. Why meilleur? Because this bedroom is better than good. Meilleur. Quatrième phrase. My Spanish is better than my French. My Spanish is better than my French. Mon espagnol est meilleur que mon français. Mon espagnol est meilleur que mon français. And of course, if you speak Spanish, this sentence must have been very easy. Alors, why meilleur? Because here, of course, you're saying that your Spanish is more good than your French. Meilleur. I have a better idea. I have a better idea. J'ai une meilleure idée. J'ai une meilleure idée. Why meilleur? Because this idea is more than good, better. So in French, more than good is meilleur. J'ai une meilleure idée. Ça va? Oui, je sais, c'est très difficile. I know it's quite difficult, so feel free to practice. And as usual, you'll find a transcript on my website, speakfrenchavecmoi.com. Alors, on fait une petite pause et je reviens tout de suite. Let's take a small break and I'll be right back. Are you ready to speak French? Maintenant, nous allons voir bad. Let's remember that in French, for bad, you can use mauvais ou mal. Alors, quelle est la différence? What is the difference? I often hear mal instead of mauvais and vice versa. Mal is the opposite of well. Mauvais is the opposite of good. Mal is an adverb. Mauvais is an adjective. Alors, on essaye? Let's try. Again, I'll say the sentence in English and you translate in French. I'm having a bad day. I'm having a bad day. All right. Je passe une mauvaise journée ou j'ai une mauvaise journée. Why mauvaise? Because mauvais is the opposite of good. I'm having a good day. I'm spending a good day. The opposite, je passe une mauvaise journée. Deuxième phrase. I'm feeling bad. I'm feeling bad. Yes. Je me sens mal ou je vais mal. Why? Because here, mal is the opposite of well. Je me sens mal, je vais mal, I'm feeling bad. The sandwich is bad. The sandwich is bad. Ce sandwich est mauvais. Ce sandwich est mauvais. Why mauvais? Because it's the opposite of good. Ce sandwich est mauvais. This sandwich is bad. My French is bad. My French is bad. Mon français est mauvais. Why mauvais? Because it's the opposite of good. My French is good. The opposite, my French is bad, mon français est mauvais. And of course, thanks to me, hopefully your French is getting better. Just kidding here, but I hope that the podcast is helping you to overcome all these little difficulties of the French language and more importantly, having fun speaking French. Last sentence, I slept bad. I slept bad. J'ai mal dormi. J'ai mal dormi. Why mal? Because it's the opposite of I slept well. J'ai mal dormi. I slept bad. Voilà, c'est la fin de cet épisode. I know this was a challenging episode. Feel free to practice during the week. Try to make the effort to remember the difference between mauvais, mal, mieux et meilleur. As usual, feel free to leave a comment, 5 stars. It does help other listeners to find out about the podcast. And you can go on the website. You'll find all the transcripts. You don't have to sign up for anything to access them. Voila. And if nobody has told you today, I'm just sure that you're terrific. Merci. Au revoir. À bientôt.